Alright, Shalom. First off, give all praise to Yahweh Shem Yashai. Double honors to the elders and apostles of GMS. Salutes and honors to elect all the brothers in the truth, enduring in sincerity. So today what I wanted to get into is fear the Lord. Because, a lot of people say that they fear the Lord, but, they ain't doing as such. So we're gonna dive into that. So with that being said, this first scripture that I have is Deuteronomy chapter 10. I'm gonna start at verse 12. It says, "And now Israel, what doeth the Lord thy power require of thee, but to fear the Lord thy power, and to walk in all his ways, and to love him, and to serve the Lord thy power with all thy heart and with all thy soul." So, that's required of you. Any man of the Lord, or anybody that call themselves a man of the Lord, is going to do that. Okay? So it says to fear of the Lord, thy power, is to walk in the ways and to love him and to serve the Lord, thy power, with all your heart and with all your soul. Basically, go hard for him, man. And I'm going to go into this word fear. It's Strong's H3372. It says to fear, to revere, to be afraid, to stand in awe, to be awed, to fear, to reverence, honor, and respect. And it basically keeps saying that over and over. So the fear of the Lord, or the fear of the Most High, is to have a great reverence for him, to hold him at a high stature, and to have him at a high honor and a high respect for the Lord. And if you had respect for the Lord, you would do what he tells you, which is to keep the commandments. Which, I'm going to get that real quick. So this is Ecclesiastes 12 and 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear the Most High, and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. It's simple. It's simple. Fear the Most High, show him a great reverence and a great deal of respect, and keep his commandments. To do what he tell you to do. That's all you got to do on this side. That's all you got to do. But, it seems like it's too much for some people. So, I'm going to dive over here. I'm kind of jump around a little bit. Y'all bear with me. This is Exodus 18 and 21. It says, "Moreover, thou shalt provide out of all the people." Moreover, thou shalt provide out of all the people able men, such as fear the Most High, men of truth, hating covetousness, and place such over them to be rulers of thousands and rulers of hundreds, rulers of fifties and rulers of tens. So if you want to be a leader in this nation, you got to fear the Most High. It's a prerequisite. It's a requirement. You have to fear the Most High. You have to have a great deal of reference and respect for, the creator of all things, the Ancient of Days. And that was spiritual back then, because the men that they put over them, that's the elect. And that's how it's going to be in these days. They didn't have 2/3 running shit back then. They're not going to have 2/3 running shit now. It's not 2/3 running shit in the kingdom. So if you looking to be in that number, the 144,000, if you want to be one of these able men, you have to such fear the Most High. It says men of truth. What's the truth? The truth is the doctrine. The truth is everything through the spirit that's being pushed out of GMS right now. The truth is the 100% truth. A little leaven left the whole lump. So the truth is the rape doctrine. The truth is Mary and Joseph had sex. The truth is the mark of the beast. You have to be men of truth, the whole doctrine. Not just border and fringes. You can't line up your beard as well. It says hating covetousness, and then it says to place such over them to be rulers of thousands, rulers of hundreds, rulers of fifties, and rulers of tens. So through the Spirit, that's the elect. That's how it's going to be, when we get out of this place. And the only people that are going to be that governing body is the men of the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushai. This is 1 Samuel chapter 12 and verse 24. It says, only fear the Lord and serve him in truth with all your heart, for consider how great things he hath done for you. Yeah, man, consider what the Most High did for you. Everything that he's done for you from being born up until this point. Actually, from the beginning of the universe to this point. Because this ain't the first time you was here. You fucked up in this life. You fucked up in your last life. You fucked up in the life before that. And the Most High, he still woke you up every day that you were born. You might have went through some shit, nigga, you deserved it, because we all wicked. At some point in time, we all did wickedly, should I say. But just think about everything the Most High did for you. It's a blessing to be in this truth, to have the knowledge that, you are the 12 tribes of Israel. Y'all gotta bear with me. That's my computer telling me it's about to go dead. Let me grab this plug. Alright. So we're gonna go to this next precept here. This is Psalms 115 and verse 11. Ye that fear the Lord, trust in the Lord. He is their help. It's like it. Ye that fear the Lord, trust in the Lord. He is their help and their shield. He is a protection unto them, man. They said that the Lord's name is a strong tower. Come on, man. If you love the Lord, you fear the Lord, and you trust in the Lord, he's going to help you and he's going to protect you. That's why they say that there's angels capped around about the elect, man. Because he has a hedge of protection around them like he had on Job. Satan couldn't fuck with Job because the Lord was protecting him. He had a strong shield for them. As a matter of fact, I'm going to start up on that. It says, they that make Psalms 115 and 8. They that make them are like unto them, so is everyone that trusteth in them. O Israel, trust thou in the Lord, he is their help and their shield. O house of Aaron, trust in the Lord, he is their help and their shield. Ye that fear the Lord, trust in the Lord, he is their help and their shield. The Lord hath been mindful of us, he will bless us, he will bless the house of Israel, he will bless the house of Aaron. He will bless them that fear the Lord, both small and great. Small and great, man. If you love the Lord and you have that much respect to do what he's telling you to do, to try to do what he's telling you to do, man. Matter of fact, I'm going to take that back because there is no try. Do what you're supposed to do to the best of your abilities. To the best of your abilities. Be the best man that you can be in this truth. You may not have a fire lesson. You might just have some basic scriptures. Go over those basic scriptures. Do what you need to do. Stay in your lane. Constantly endure. Showcase diligence. That's what this thing's about. It's about longevity. Like the brother was saying, it's not a track meet. This is a decathlon. This is a marathon. And we got to make it to the end. And then you get saved. So it's just one more scripture I'm gonna get, and the reason why, well, I'll read it first. Proverbs 1:10 says, "My son, if sinners entice thee, consent thou not. If they say, Come with us, let us lie in wait for blood, let us lurk privily for the innocent without cause, let us swallow them up alive as the grave, and whole as those that go down into the pit. We shall find all precious substance, we shall fill our houses with spoil. Cast thy lot among us, let us all have one purse." So basically, man, let's go get into some wicked shit. Let's go kill a nigga and rob him, or let's go smoke some weed, or let's go, you know what I'm saying, get into some shit you don't need to be getting in. Let's go, you know what I'm saying, flip this chick. Let's go, you know what I'm saying, do whatever, you know what I'm saying, you know is against the law. This is what basically the Most High is telling you to do. It says, "My son, walk not in the way with them. Refrain thy foot from their path." Don't go with them niggas, man. Leave them niggas alone. Why? Because they don't fear the Most High. They not scared on what the consequences of those repercussions are. It's gonna get into it too. It says, "For their feet run to evil and make haste to shed blood. Surely in vain the net is spread in the sight of any bird, and they lie in wait for their own blood. They lurk privily for their own lives." So, and here's the point. So are the ways of every one that is greedy of gain, which taketh away the life of the owners thereof. So, man, being, wanting that come up and being greedy, and, you know what I'm saying, just going off for any reason, man, you know what I'm saying, you taking away your own life. We get a prize at the end of this thing, man, which is salvation. We get a privilege at the end of this thing, man, which is spiritual powers. You get the privilege of being in the Lord's, the Most High, and His Son Yahweh Shem Yahshai's army. That's the most glorious thing that you could ever get. That's like Super Saiyan, you know what I'm saying, 144. But you want to throw it away, you know what I'm saying, for some raggedy ass 2/3 niggas? Or for, you know what I'm saying, a piece of box? For some fucking fiat notes that ain't gonna be worth shit? Man, fear the Lord, man. That's what it's about, man. And I'm gonna get one more scripture, and I'm gonna end it on that. This is Sirach chapter 2, verse 1. "My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. Set thy heart aright, and constantly endure, and make not haste in time of trouble." It says, "Cleave unto him, and depart not away, that thou mayest increase at thy last end." And man, that can't be no more plainly said, man. If you want to serve the Lord, you're gonna go through some things. It's not gonna be easy. It's not. This thing that we in, this is our thing, but it's not an easy thing. Because we're reviled, we're hated by the world. We're gonna be persecuted, you know what I'm saying? They're gonna come after us. It's the time of the Passover, and you know what I'm saying, we got the right guy in the office, things are moving fast, the spirit is moving, cleaning the house, you know what I'm saying, Lord willing, I'm in that number, Lord willing, you know what I'm saying, the rest of the brothers are in that number. But man, this thing is moving, man. So you gotta, you know what I'm saying, fear the Lord, man. I mean, it says prepare thy soul for temptation. You know what I'm saying? You gonna be tried. You know what I'm saying? But it's about getting more dubs than L's. And sometimes you gotta catch an L in this life to get a dub in the spirit. That's what this thing is really about. It's about catching an L, a carnal L, to catch a spiritual dub. It says, set thy heart aright and constantly endure. Endure. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have your mind, because your heart is live, which is your mind. Your mind needs to be in the right place. You gotta stay with the scriptures in your head. You gotta stay spiritual. Everything is spiritual. Just keep that in your mind and look at the world through spiritual goggles and not the Babylonian chemtrail goggles that they want you to see. It says, and make not haste in time of trouble. So just stay calm and do what you do. Do what you're supposed to be doing, man. Getting stronger in the spirit. Getting these spiritual reps in. It says, cleave unto him, talking about the Most High, and depart not away. Don't leave the truth. That's not going to get you nowhere. You know what's out there. Ain't nothing out there for you. Just keep going. Keep pushing. That thou mayest be increased at thy last end. Like I said, man, getting spiritual powers, being increased. Putting a foot up this devil's ass. Getting revenge with and for Yahushai. Getting revenge for the whole nation. For all the abominable works that they did to us, man. Slavery. Man, I ain't gotta name everything, man, but slavery, the Trail of Tears, the smallpox blankets, the obliteration of the Northern Kingdom when they came over on this side. Man, come on now, man. We're gonna be increased in the last, man. And ultimately, that's the kingdom. That's a crown on your head. And palms in your hands. White robes. With the Most High. With Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. And David. And the 12. And everybody else. All the great men of the Lord. Solomon. Who's Yahushai? I meant Samuel. Isaiah, Jeremiah, Ezekiel, all the great prophets, man. So I don't want to make this too much longer, man. I hope you're edified. I hope you guys, you know what I'm saying, got something from this, man. Give all praise to Yahweh by Shem Yahshai. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of GMS. Salutes and honors to the elect. All you brothers in this truth for enduring in sincerity, and the women and children who follow. Shalom.